This is HTML lesson number 53. Now what if you decided to include an acronym on your web page? Then you realize that some of the people who would view your web page wouldn't know what the acronym represented. Well, let me present to you a solution to your problem. Okay. All right. Now, why do we type our HTML tags like this? Because people will often forget to include their closing HTML tags. And when you do that, your web page just simply won't work at all. And you don't want that to happen, so that's why we do this like this. All right? Now then. Oops. Well, dang it. All right. Over here we have... You could have any title that you wanted. It's just this one's appropriate for this lesson. Okay? Now, if we're going to have head tags, we're also going to have body tags. We're not going to have form tags in this particular web page because we're not really creating a form. This is just going to be a bunch of text on the computer screen, so we really don't have to do that. Okay, now we have paragraph tags. If you want the letters of your web page to be readable, okay, we're going to go ahead and add some font tags. These are the opening and closing font tags. And you can experiment with this. Maybe you want the size of your letters to be bigger or smaller. Play around with it. Now, to make it just a bit more readable, we're going to go ahead and include bold tags. Oops. All right. Now we can start typing our text. And here it is. I program my computer with, make sure to put a space over here, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Okay. I'm going to take this, we're going to go down like this. Now, what about our acronym? Okay, we're going to type in a new tag called abbreviation. And now we're going to add a title attribute to the opening abbreviation tag. Do not forget the equal sign. Do not forget the quotation marks, both at the beginning and at the end. And I'm going to show you that. See, they're there at the beginning, and then they're there at the end. Don't forget that. It's very important. Now, what are we going to place between the opening and closing abbreviation tags? Well, that's what we're going to place. Now, we do not want the period at the end of the sentence to be included with these abbreviation tags, and you'll see why in just a minute. Okay, so now we got that. Now, the next question you're going to have is, what is this actually going to look like once we save it? Well, let's go ahead and save it. File, save as. I think we've done this so many times, you should know how to do this. We're going to save it as acronym.html. And then we're going to open up HTML student. We're going to double click acronym. You say, well, that's no big deal. Well, now take your mouse and hover over the word COBOL. That's your big deal. See what I mean? Now they'll know what the letters COBOL actually represent. And that's what you're trying to achieve here. Let me go ahead and just go like that. See? That's cool, huh? All right. I will tell you more in a future lesson, so I want you to stay tuned.